Good morning, folks, and thank you for tuning back into the channel. Tommy Robinson, let's just get straight into it. He's been jailed for contempt of court for repeating allegations he made against a Syrian refugee. I'm not going to, you'll probably know the story, but what I want to talk about is I basically believe that, yeah, probably he did get off lightly. I think there was 10 counts and they each could have carried 2 years each. I mean, there was no way that he was going to get 20 years, but the fact he get 18 months, considering there was 10 breaches of that court order, I think the judge went lightly on him. I want to talk about the black belt barrister's analysis on this, and I want to just kind of shorten it for you, because he went into lots and lots of detail. But the long and short of it is that Tommy Robinson's witnesses, the judge said, were not credible. And the reason for that is that when they were cross-examined in court, certain things just didn't add up. Like, they were saying that a certain thing happened a certain way, but then were cross-examined, and some of them said, oh, I can't quite recall, and one of them, I believe, was at the other end of a football field when they were supposed to have been right at the incident or whatever. Things like that, and that's the reason why the witnesses get picked apart. So, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. Tommy Robinson wasn't there. Um, who, but it didn't. The judge has basically said that it didn't play out the way that he's made it out to be. Now, one thing that really annoys me about this is, like, Tommy Robinson, right? He can't be short of a bob or two, right? I believe he's got handlers, right? I don't want to go into that in this video, right? But he's probably quite well funded, so why didn't he get a team of lawyers together and, like, actually ask these people that he used as witnesses, right? So what exactly happened? Are you sure this happened? And the lawyers could ask them questions and get their statements watertight, so that when they were examined in court, they could have said for sure, yeah, this definitely happened the way I said it happened. And when they started to say, right, but were you there? Were you definitely there? Did this definitely happen? Those witnesses could have been watertight and they could have backed up their evidence, couldn't have been picked apart and dismissed by the judge. Yeah, that is, in a nutshell, why Tommy Robinson lost the original case. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm kind of like at the point now where I'm like, I agree with the stance on the people of diversity causing problems, and the gangs, the diversity gangs that were let's just say roughly copulating with underagers. If you know what I'm talking about, right? Absolutely vile, disgusting stuff, right? And he was right to call it all out and draw attention to it and whatnot. I do believe that the state is persecuting him, but at the end of the day, man, I don't think the guy does himself any favours, man. How did he think he was going to go into court with witnesses that were flipping and flopping on this detail and that detail? I mean, that was only going to go one way. I mean, regardless of whether anything might have happened, I'm not saying it did or it didn't, but if the witnesses can't even get their story straight from what they've put on paper to what they're saying in court and then getting picked apart and all that, there was only one way that was going to go, and it was going to go against Robinson. So, I mean, he's kind of only got himself to blame. He could have lawyered up, he could have got this all watertight, got his witnesses, their stories all straight, what they were going to say. Did it actually happen the way that they said it happened? And are you 100% sure? Can you back that up? If that lawyer cross-examines you and says, well, this detail, can you be sure? But I basically think he brought it on himself, really. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, but I've lost my sympathy for the guy, to be honest. And I can't stand his vehement support of Israel. I think I might have mentioned that before, but there we go. That might be a subject for another time. Thanks for watching.